Alright, let's try again, Miss Oldbag. On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember. Nickel Samurai. That's right, it was Nickel Samurai I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear this costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. He must have worn the Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan. I mean, it was the case last time. At least we acknowledge it right away. At least we acknowledge the possibility this time. We still have to go through the cross-examination process.
Hold it!
Hold it! Fuck off! I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to this the facts. Wow. You'll fit chewing gum to your office at a later date. Be more careful with your testimony, please. I don't know where this is relevant. Testimony, like courts do. Oldbag, courts. Courts do that. Courts do that. What would that be? How dare you use facts and logic to pick apart my testimony, asshole? Is anyone else scheduled to appear at the pro-ceremony show? All the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing. Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought. Okay. I'm picking out what you're putting down. Last time. The person you saw, it really was Nickel Samurai. No, you haven't, actually. Oh, right. If he was yeah, right. Silly. If he was wearing the costume, how are there fingerprints on this knife?
Objection!
It's not my intention at all. You don't even have to ask. It's because the fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? Yes, Edgy Poo. If Mr. Ungar was really in the sick Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for this fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous prints on the on this knife right off. Yes, because he wears gloves.
Objection!
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
Objection!
And why would he bother? However, there is one possibility. Alright, Edgy Poo, show off. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as a Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. That makes no fucking sense. Let's see. What are you babbling about? Yeah, why would he have the knife? Why would he have the knife if, he wasn't going there for the intent to kill? However, you just said it was yourself. At that time, the defendant had no intention to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, the theory is flawed from supposition 1. One more thing. The murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder. And there should be glove marks left on this knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't have been all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide the identity and mislead us. God damn, we're being smart. To frame Matt on guard. Obviously.
Objection!
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
Objection!
True, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ugh. Witness! You've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo? Nah. Not really Nickel Samurai. Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. I was waiting around... Wendy, again! That's twice you've done this to us! Who were you waiting around for, then? It's Juan Corrito. It's Juan Horito. Adrian Andrews?
Take that!
Yeah, because the only other person who's relevant to this case is Adrian Andrews. The latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor. The judge seems to be really into the article. If you can call such a thing. Adrian Andrews, without a doubt, the witness thought so as well. I can throw away this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then. Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this one. I've got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course. Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that. I cannot simply let this point slide. Uh-oh. We're about to get some trouble. Let's take a win out of you youngins. That on guard is one evil, evil man. He thought that he could ruin the poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. To do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. Not condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Only this top secret, you got that? Nobody else but you and me knows yet, okay? Well, that's not true. This one's easy. We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip. Well, this one's pretty easy. Because she said that no one else knows about this, but we know that Lotta knew about it.
Objection!
Let's try pressing instead.
Hold it!
Means that no one else knows yet. That's true, then how well do you know secret information? It's a secret even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out. Alright. Now.
Take that!
Cinematographer, a lot of hearts. You stole her fucking camera. To herself. She's written down some of her outright impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews. I said impressions. And written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless. That's it, that's the notes. Oops. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat, indeed. Looks like the old bag got caught. Infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. Oh god, that sounds like Lotta, alright. God damn it, Oldbag. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. That's a good fucking pun. I'll be stealing that. I'll be fucking stealing that. I'll be stealing that. You can't see it because of the fucking webcam, but I did press the screenshot button just now. That's a good fucking line. That's a good fucking line! You should come with a supply of cheese to go with your vintage wine. Oh, that's a good one. Pile on more pressure. Oh, love it. The only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct? Stole. You're lying, damn it. I can prove it. The camera is also missing.
Take that!
The camera inside its case, wasn't it? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. Kept saying something like, my sweetie $600 camera disappeared on me. Why did you steal the $1,600 camera? Yup. Well, your definition of bar was a little off. Slime pack celebrity photographer extraordinaire. That sounds like Lotta, alright. My business to know these. It really isn't, though. It really isn't. You must examine them at once. What do we have? There is only one photo that seems relevant to this case. That is the Nickel Samurai. The witness was not lying earlier about this matter. But she was, though. She said she was wearing the fucking racing jacket. What does this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The photo by itself does not prove that the person in it is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ongard clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. The defendant. Alright, we have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. This court will consider them before we close. There is something strange with it. I'm not sure what. We'll figure it out. I knew this was coming, right? I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. The photo one more time. court's attention to this one area right here. You could see this person's ankles. This would be one thing. However, you can't. This costume person in this photo could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright?
Objection!
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with actual facts, that is. It's very simple. Into the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks. You can see his socks. Exactly. However, in this photo, Nico Samurai is clearly holding up his hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is shorter than Mr. On Guard. That's curious. It was unusually calm today. He's letting the trial run itself as if he's only along for the ride. I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. I figured it would come to this. Right, I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that this person inside this costume is not Matt On Guard. In that case, who is this a photo of? Probably Adrian Andrews.
Take that!
Adrian Andrews. You want to know who that Nickel Samurai is? It's none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short. She can freely move in and out of Mr. On Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. On Guard that night. How does it all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. On Guard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as a murder weapon. Why don't you just say what it is you want, right? The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews for the murder of Juan Corrida. Miss Andrews tried to frame a defendant for the crime. We figured it out. It's all under control. We got it. We did it. We have fingered Adrian Andrews. We get a subpoena for her so she can fucking testify. Alright. Adrian Andrews is summoned to the court as a witness. It means that the trial will be going for another day. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. And if she is not... I abhor wasting such valuable time. Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial. Tisk tisk. Unexpected developments? Think you want to make me, Your Honor? And Mr. Phoenix Wright would save his way to subpoenaing Miss Adrian Andrews is all happening according to plan. Even Mr. Wright was a bit slow to catch on. Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She's the next witness. Exactly. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. 3 witnesses in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, and that is a little longer than we usually go for, so we're going to end here. Since there's a good, discrete stopping point now. So next week, you'll continue the trial by interviewing Mrs. Adrian Andrews. Until then, have a lovely evening, everybody. Take care and stay safe. And I will see you next week as we continue Farewell My Turnabout.